Okay, that was something.
I knew you were going to start high, so I just went ahead and screeched through your stuff. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the Three Nerds podcast. You are joining us being Lazrpo and ArticJay.
Yes.
And we are indeed here to give you some entertainment, possibly of the podcast variety. But first,
yeah, what?
We need to at least, like, obviously we're missing our third nerd.
Yes, we are missing the R-Gamer that does random things.
Yes, R-Gamerdoesrandom is not feeling too well today, so he has the day off. Everyone bring your well wishes to Or. Because he really needs them right now. All possibly one of you that's watching. Hold on.
Yes, all one of you. All one of you.
All potentially one of you. That's
potentially one of you.
We can't make a blanket statement like as if people are actually watching. We're in here. And yeah, there's only one person watching, and that's just us.
Yeah, we're popular.
Yeah! I forgot my mic's right in front of that.
Your mic?
Yes, my mic. I upgraded to something that doesn't sound terrible. I think, at least.
Uh-oh.
What's up?
We may potentially have invasion coming from the Horses and Shit server.
I'll post this on Ding Dongs. Damn it.
What?
Hold on. Hello? I'm totally aware that we're live, but... Okay, cool. I just requested to be removed from a call list. Sorry. They call 5 times a day. I shit you not. 5 times a day. I've just started getting them, like, over the last week and a half or so.
Yeah?
I finally was able to catch them.
Okay, cool.
So sorry for the interruption.
I do have a cool thing. While we are not the top 3 for podcasts, if you search Three Nerd Podcasts, we aren't the top 3 results. Nerd Cubed is, but we are number 4, and we're like number 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. We are on the first page. We share the first page with Nerd Cubed.
Oh shit! Awesome.
We've officially been doing this long enough that we've elevated ourselves up to actually be on the same search page as Nerd Cubed.
Oh, and
with a fraction of the following.
It's because we do it so often.
Oh,
when was the last time Nerds Cube did a podcast?
Oh fuck.
Don't actually look it up. Also, Vidus is in the chat.
Hey Vidus, welcome to the chat.
Hey chat, welcome to the Vidus. Hello, my dear podcasters.
It looks like the end of last year, December 7th. Around the time we started.
Hello, my Lithuanian sweetheart.
They stopped doing it around the time we started.
Well, good. We picked up the slack.
Yeah.
Next, we can probably knock off John Tron and Matt Pat's podcast. and to everyone who's not in the know, that's a joke. That's a joke about Super Mega.
That would be a great podcast, though. Could you imagine John Tron and Matt Pat just doing a podcast together?
Oh, that would almost be perfect, except they would need a third person. That's Keemstar. Here, we have... Oh, shit. Show up.
Why do you have to ruin this with the Keemstar?
We'll send you tacos, Vitus. He wants his tacos back.
We need to. What I need to do is I need to get his address, and I need to go and get a bunch of like taco seasoning from the store because he's got tortillas and everything else he needs. He just doesn't have taco seasoning. And I just need to get a bunch of taco seasonings, have him give me his freaking address, and just mail him some taco seasoning so he can make his own freaking tacos.
Why doesn't he just? Is taco seasoning really the only thing? Lithuanian taco seasoning is not a thing.
Apparently, they don't. From what I understand from conversations I've had with him about everything when it comes to all of that. His Keemstar showing up on your podcast. He's on everyone's podcast. He'll be on ours one day. But no, from what Vitus was saying, it's like they don't have the red pepper and the we are up to 5 likes. Who the heck has found us? And what's going on?
It's you posting it on the Pony server.
I didn't actually post it there yet.
Then wait, what's going on then?
Exactly.
Uh-oh. We have people watching.
There we go. I'm actually going to post it there. That's on the Pony server.
Want me to post it on the Bering server?
Fuck you. Holy shit.
Well, that's the first and second fuck drop.
Do you know how bad that would get?
Okay, I'll compromise. Post on Ding Dongs. He's in the middle of a stream right now, so no one will see it.
You know what? You can post it wherever you want. Just realize you're dealing with the same comments I'm dealing with. If it goes one way, it goes one way. I don't care.
Oh, trust me. The person with the transgender symbol tattooed on their chest is going to get a lot more flack than someone who's just sitting here with pink headphones.
Yes, but I can do this.
And I can get different headphones.
Oh. No, you can do whatever the you want. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just not going to say it's the best idea. You're more than welcome to make all the bad decisions in life you want.
It's not a bad decision. Hey, it's Tricky.
Hey, we got Tricky No. Oh, on the phone. Don't know how long it will live. But hey. We have no idea about tacos. I've seen taco ingredients in the store, but they're not really popular here, so I don't know. Oh, okay. I mean, you just need tortilla. For you, it would be a meat, probably like beef or turkey. Most people would use beef. You put your seasoning in and cook it with the beef. What you do is you brown your beef first, get it all nice and crumbly in your skillet. Add the seasoning with some water, mix it together, boil that. It says on the packet, unless you get this stuff separately, and then still the same idea. And once that's all boiled up, it takes about 5 minutes and all that stuff. You let it simmer down, and then you serve. And it's going to be a little wet. Throw it on, throw on your lettuce, throw on your meat, throw on some cheese. Boom, you have a taco. Just turn into a cooking show. Not like either of us have done cooking videos on our channels, respectively, which mine were more inspired by yours, but still. But hey, Tricky, I'm glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
At least yours are actually recipes. Mine was hardly a recipe.
Yours was an instructional video on how on what not to do with a glass stove.
Yeah. Anyone who thinks that like cutting... Never cut anything on the glass top stove. I didn't break mine, but it's only because I am weak and pathetic, and I was cutting very weak and pathetic things. If you're trying to chop through a bloody turkey on a glass top stove, you're going to have a very bad time. Sheesh. I cannot believe that was something I did. Looking back at the footage, I was like, well, that's at least $800 down.
That could have potentially been such a bad thing. It just turned out that you got lucky.
Yeah. Oh, Vitus said, let's share recipes. Well, what are we making? Like, I have a chili recipe that Arctic hates. Because it uses cola.
It's just so weird.
It is weird, but it tastes awesome.
Like in mommy shows or something. Oh, haven't really been around as much. My mom's really really poorly. Ooh. No bueno.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Really sorry to hear that.
It's a big stink.
That's no bueno.
Okay. Oh my god. Man, gee. Okay. So I'm going to be muted here pretty soon. I'm just letting you know that ahead of time. It's almost as if I tell my relatives, hey, I'm going to be recording a podcast here soon. Don't call. And then they call anyway.
Hello, you have reached it.
Well, now that we have the pure silence of the Lazrpo, I didn't say it. You could stop. Just stop glaring at me. I almost did. I almost slipped up. I almost did a bad thing. Now that we've got the glaring silence followed by the glare, sorry, my phone crashed and moved to the PC now. Oh, cool. Cool. Well, at least the PC won't die on you. Ah. Well, I guess it could if it was a laptop that was unplugged. My laptop is plugged in. Good thing. I just made me think to look because I moved my laptop into the bedroom earlier to play games and I completely forgot whether or not I plugged it back in.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm doing a great job. I'm keeping up with all sorts of stuff.
Well, hey, at least look, you aren't in the middle of having to take apart your own project. You know, when you put your desk together, you made sure to pay attention and not rush through everything, so you don't have to flip one panel around and go back 7 steps. Because that's what I'm in the middle of doing. I'm not supposed to be broadcasting this from my laptop, which is what I've always used. I have a desktop PC, and I've had one for 2 weeks, and I just got the desk for it, and I'm in the middle of putting it together. It was supposed to be together, but I put one panel on backwards, and I'm actually thinking of just like leaving it and coloring it in. Because I don't want to take the rest of this apart.
That is laziness if I've ever heard it.
I don't care how lazy it is, but that's what I've been doing for the last, well, not this. I came in here at around like 4:30 to like start up this podcast, but I started doing that at 1:30, 2 o'clock, and it's a real testament of how determined I am to get this desk done. That I get this far in and don't even realize that the panel's backwards. Yeah. But anyway, your laptop situation also isn't as bad as mine. Because right now, my webcam is shorting out. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just use the laptop for. It's a funny thing. Like I use this laptop for either gaming in my bedroom or chat. It's a freaking $1,000 gaming laptop, and I use it for chat most of the time.
What? Hold on a sec. What the fuck is going on out there? I'm sorry. Disrupting the chat again. Or I'm disrupting the podcast again because, I don't know, randomly someone's trying out a motor right next door. I don't know if it's popping up on the audio side, but it's really loud over here.
Oh, so I did get a lot of excitement from people in my stream earlier
Mm-hmm.
Well, because of the fact that I announced I was going to be streaming more often, I'm trying to work into more streams and more games and more things. But I've
3
also,
hours, 7 days a week.
what? I'm not good. What?
3 hours, 7 days a week. Count me in.
3 hours, 7 days. What?
That's how often you're going to stream, right?
Well, I want to get up to being able to stream more often throughout the week, but I don't know. Can't hear it on my. Oh, can't hear whatever you're hearing. That's what's going on.
Oh, so I was just insanely loud and swearing for no reason. Okay.
Yeah. But no, I've been trying to think of other games to start fitting in to start streaming more often, and I told everybody that the week I've got my vacation, if all goes right, I'm gonna stream every day. The only thing that'll stop me will be the TV right there or Grandma's laptop because they like to listen to things, and neither of them have headphones for their devices.
So get them.
Well, yeah, but that's the only thing that would stop me. Otherwise, I'm definitely wanting to step up my stream game. I mean, the last stream I did, I gained. I'm almost up to 300 subscribers now, and it's like, holy freaking cow!
That's impressive. It's like I said, you're going to hit 1,000 by the end of the year.
I kind of hope I'm at 329. So, hey, wait, if you put a dash in there, you have my birthday. Now everyone knows. Holy 325 views, 18 likes, 1 dislike. That drew a ton of traffic. I'm looking at the analytics now, and it's just like, holy.
That is fantastic.
That is. I haven't had a freaking stream that good in a while.
Oh, Vida says, as a guy who listens to metal, I don't mind you being loud and swearing for no reason, Lazrpo. Well, fucking thanks, Vidus. Also, Tricky tells you congratulations.
Well, thanks. I'm really stoked about that. It's been a lot of fun stuff. Also, I started playing a game recently, and I have to blame someone from Discord for this game. I've heard of it before, and I've always been like, oh, cool, I check it out, and then I go away from it. I don't say anything about it. And so I've never downloaded it and started playing it and made an account or anything until yesterday. I've been playing Osu. Osu. It's a beat game where you click around on the screen to the beat to the music, and you follow your mouse around and do all that stuff. And I've been playing the lower stuff, but I was watching her play some of the higher stuff, and holy shit, is that game intense. Like, it gets to the point.
They like camping. You said it was intense. Gotcha.
Well, but it's got some really hard to do ones, and it's like, holy cow. Like the one that I watched, which is one of the hardest ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's Imperial Circle Dead Descendants. And it's like, holy cow.
Well, heck.
Oh, hey, we've got a rivet.
I have a video sent to me.
I know that game. Osu, it's evil. Stop right there, Jay. Just stop. Don't. Apparently, Vidus is telling me not to play Osu.
It can't be that bad.
That one's the one I watched someone. I was watching someone play yesterday. The song I sent you, and it's like, holy cow! That one right there is just enough. I should send it over here. I should link it in chat so people over here can see it too.
Okay, I've seen this before.
It looks it, huh?
It's insane.
It is. I started out playing the like early stuff, but holy cow! Look at how hard that is. No, thank you.
I'm following it, or I'm trying to. I feel like a dog looking at a laser pointer. Okay, no. That's too much.
That is. It's amazing.
And also, apparently, it's on Android, so it's time to look it up.
Oh fuck! I only play it on PC. Thank you, with a mouse and keyboard. Though apparently I was told to start using my Wacom tablet with it instead.
Oh, that would be.
You should use a drawing tablet with those two. That's what Vidus just said right after I was told to do that.
My God, with a drawing tablet, that almost has to be a. Even with a drawing tablet, which should make it easier, it should at least make it moderately easy.
Oh, it should make it easier. I kind of need to try it. I actually have my drawing tablet down because I've been messing with Pencil 2D.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so you did download Pencil?
Yes, I did download Pencil, and I've been messing with it.
It seems to be a little more of like a. It does still suffer from a lot of the stuff you're talking about, because you were talking about trying to get Flash. At least it's better than some of the other Flash alternatives.
Yes.
Like you can still do a lot of good keyframing tactics with it.
Yes. Yes. I will not argue. It does a great job with a lot of that stuff. Is that a threat?
It wasn't a threat, it was a promise.
Oh. Don't hurt me. I'm allergic to pain. I don't need my heart broken.
That game would make your drawing tablet be scratch top hell. I guess scratch to hell.
Oh my gosh, it would. Could you just imagine Oh, I could see the damage that I do to my drawing tablet trying to keep up with that game.
And that's even ignoring the fact that you'd throw it to the ground because you didn't get to a certain point.
Oh, you're right. I haven't at all raged out of the game and broken a pair of headphones.
Hold your headphones up again for me. Those poor headphones.
Well, they should have. I don't know. I need to go through like my old streams and some of the other stuff and just start pulling funny moments and stuff like that from them and make a montage.
I agree. You need a clip show of some sort.
I'm gonna need someone to help because that's a lot. You could use a cotton bud instead of your finger. Well, with the drawing tablet, you have to use this.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting everything again. I downloaded Osu and it auto-started. So I went from being able to hear you to just a huge blast of nothing but bass.
Bloopers. Yes. I think I've done a blooper reel before, haven't I? Or like a funny moments or montage. I think it's an old video. Video manager. Let's see what we have.
Yeah, because I think you did it whenever I told you should probably do something like that like a year and a half ago. And I was expecting it to be at least a little bit more common than this. One per year and a half. Because it does tend to be a pretty popular thing on YouTube to at least have some kind of compilation.
I can't remember what I called it.
A video. Okay. I'm going to do some strong Googling here.
But no, I know I did one like last year. I meant to do another, and then I just never did.
I typed in ArticJay funny. I typed in ArticJay funny, and your Happy Wheels video came up.
Oh,
that's not quite it.
Oh my god, the game would destroy the nib on your tablet pin. It would. I think OSU is an excuse for people who don't know how to play real music instruments. Oh, I thought that was Rock Band. Rock Band was a good game. I have to agree with Tricky. Rock Band was a good game. I'm not going to say it was necessarily the best for stuff like that, but it definitely was fun.
It was a game. If you like mixing and remixing tracks, Rock Band was awesome because you got all of these like separated multi-tracks of different songs. It had its good point. You got to at least listen to I Write Sins Not Tragedies and get freaked out about the fact that Brendan Urie just switches between closing A and closing the goddamn doorknob.
Hey, look, that's back when I did all of those commentary and I did the YouTube not ad friendly version. I remember that video. That was so stupid.
I'd say Rocksmith is quite a bit better, but is it really a game? I mean, it's more of like a learning tool.
Yeah, it is, because it actually teaches you how to play.
I mean, one of our coworkers, his name is Nick. He got a copy of that and played it for 2 weeks. So it's quite a tool.
And no, I can't find anything. I cannot find anything at all.
You might have took it down.
I don't think so, but I just can't find anything.
I can find something.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. I definitely planned on doing something anyways, so that's all that matters.
Where's the one picture or the one video? Here, I'll go through my archives because I don't know if I'll ever be able to find it through yours. Where's that Diablo 3?
No, oh, frick.
And now, the facts.
That was so bad.
Oh, we have learning tools. You can use Musician with a real guitar as well. PC version lets you use the 6-finger bass. I have both. Now we're in guitar talk. Do we want to start talking guitars?
Oh dear.
I play a Dane Electro 59 reissue. It sounds terrible, so I have to use a bass Big Muff to make it sound decent. But I like the way it looks. Oh, that's a shame, Rivet. A first stack guitar.
Oh, I've had a first act guitar. My bass is a Fender Strat, but my guitar is crappy first act. My husband has 3. I couldn't tell you what they are though. I used to have 3 guitars. I don't have any now.
Do you want to go into how many I have?
No.
I have 5 acoustics. 4 now. I broke one. I think like 7 electrics.
What?
The number keeps going up.
Well, yeah, because you just collect.
I don't even... I've only bought like 4 of these things. People just keep handing them to me and shit.
Wow. I wish people would just hand me guitars.
How do you break a guitar? First you obtain a cheap guitar and you
fly on United Airlines because United breaks guitars.
Okay, step 1, you get yourself a cheap guitar. Step 2, you get yourself a decent linoleum floor. Step 3, you find out where step 3 goes. You want to see me play? I don't know if I can do that. It is a podcast.
It's never stopped you from having your guitar out before.
It didn't. Like, it's in the room in there. Like, it's in my bedroom. Lazrpo rocking out too hard on his acoustic. Yeah. I mean, if we want to schedule a short concert, we could, but probably not now. That guitar's probably not even in tune.
Oh,
And also, it's going to sound like trash because I have a directional microphone. And basically, if you have a directional microphone, it won't sound good. Is all I can really say. I mean, I could get into the technical standpoint of it, but that's not worth it.
okay. Hold on.
Excuses?
Hold on. So I just got a message from someone.
I don't have the equipment for this shit.
And that is, hey, you. Yeah, you. Are you lonely and afraid? Can I help you? What the fuck?
Where the hell was that?
This isn't Messenger. This is freaking Shelly. I don't even know. I'm amused.
Send her the picture of Aladdin. But I constantly keep my guitars out of tune. It's the only way to keep them in tune is to have an out of tune one. But so Jay, did you ever keep your guitars out of tune?
Most of my guitars would go out of tune just because of how infrequently I played them. I was always busy.
But you do know how to tune them by ear, right?
A little bit. I still had a digital thing that I typically use to help, but I got there before I got rid. Was no longer able to have them anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I did get a little bit better at tuning by ear. I wouldn't trust it so well.
I tells you what. There's nothing more frustrating than hearing someone, because I hear this a lot at work. I can play guitar. I just need someone to. I just need to get it tuned, and it's like, okay, then tune it. But they don't know how to tune a guitar.
I was taught how to do it by ear in school, and then just never practically used it because I had my digital tuner, and it was, as I said, it wasn't until there towards the end that I started. Trying to not use the digital tuner so much and get to using just my ear. So I'd use the digital tuner to get the first string, and then from that first string, I'd try and do the rest of it by ear. But I'd double check it with the digital tuner when I was done.
Well, see, there's nothing wrong with just using a digital tuner, because it's almost recommended, because they can be pretty. They're much more reliable than a lot of human ears. But the fact that some people just go out of their way, like Tricky said, there's a bunch of online tuners. There's nothing more frustrating than playing guitar for however many months or years, and then hearing, I need someone to tune it for me.
Oh no! As long as I have something to either get at least one string done, or if I can't get at least one string done, then I will. That's why if I don't have my digital tuner, I'm really bad about getting the first string tuned. Once I've got the first string tuned, I'm fine.
Well, also tuning is subjective. So, you can tune an E, you can tune an E flat, D, C. If you have a baritone, you can tune down to B, an A. It's all hurts. It all hurts.
I found out a way to learn scales easily on the guitar. Play some not intense game on PC, like an easy card game like Hearthstone, and then play the same scale on enemy turns. Huh.
Oh, yeah.
It's clever.
Oh, and also,
go ahead.
Well, I was going to comment on what you were about to read. Rivet has to fix their bass because there's a part of it that has to be resoldered.
Ew.
And that's a shame. But with a little bit of know-how, you could actually probably do it yourself. Don't recommend it though, because start soldering other things first before you do a guitar. There's a lot of wires in there.
I do get Rick to tune them for me, but that's because I'm new to playing guitars and I don't want to break anything. Oh, I remember the first couple times I remember getting so pissed off with one of my guitars because I kept breaking strings trying to tune it. It was a constant issue of breaking string after string after string. I think I broke 3 strings in one go. Got pissed off, went and bought a whole bunch of strings and just sat there one day trying to get that guitar tuned.
See, so I think you may have actually had a problem with with some of your hardware, because that's not how strings should work.
Well, yeah, I know.
I mean, because I had something with that too. With my first guitar, there was a burr of metal sticking out on the low E string, so every time you hit it a few times, it would just pop right off.
Yeah, we've had this talk about that because of that, but yeah, I had a lot of misfortune with that old thing. I really need to get a new guitar, but that just requires money I don't have.
I played for like 3.5 hours. That's just playing guitar. Shit, Fitus. That's a lot of guitar. I don't have problems tuning my instruments. I mean, especially if I get my ocarina out, it's always out of tune. But no, I've learned throughout the years. Actually, I have a reference in my head. Okay, see ya, Tricky. Tricky's gonna leave us. But no, I actually have a reference in my head. Because I just think of the Nirvana song About a Girl, and that's tuned in E. So, like, that first chord, like, I have it memorized how that first chord sounds, and I can tune to that chord. And then, the first string is always going to be an E, and then you just tune the rest of them relative to that E. And there's multiple ways to tune. And there's nothing... I guess I'll also say that there's nothing wrong with having someone else tune your guitar.
Everything's wrong with it. No, I'm joking.
No, there's nothing wrong with having someone else tune your guitar, but it's just one of those things where after learning it yourself and learning different methods around it, like learning a chord and tuning to it, or like testing different frets or paying attention to how your guitar sounds with that string, like, that's another one that you can do. Like, if it resonates correctly, it's more than likely the right note. Learning all these different tricks and then hearing someone say, I need someone to tune my guitar. Let me tune it. I'll tune it in 5 minutes. Not even 5 minutes, like 5 seconds maybe sometimes.
I don't know.
Well, we're still talking about guitars. I'm actually surprised.
Yeah.
Vitus says that he personally has a tuner, and he can do it by ear, but it's not going to be 100% accurate. So meh. Frets aren't accurate either. So, like, even if it's accurate, it's going to be inaccurate somewhere on the guitar.
Well, I could say, don't fret it.
Way to bridge that into a pun. That was nuts.
I try to string my jokes together.
I feel like I've just taken too many puns to the F-hole.
I hope you don't have too much trouble with all my jokes. Someone needs to just go throw me off the
Throw
cliff.
another pun into the pot.
Someone just needs to throw me off the cliff. Oh my god, the pun crossed the street for me. Beautiful.
Also, Jay, guitars are cheap if you don't want brand expensive shit.
Yeah. So cheap. Hold on. Let me tell you how much money I have. Oh yeah, I'm broke.
To be fair, the acoustic guitar that I use all the time is still the same $120 POS that I bought from Sam Goody like 10 years ago. So, and that was a grand total of $120. So you can start low.
I'll start low, like my expectations.
The guitar that I destroyed on my floor was $15. So, I mean, I don't mean to distort your perception, but there's a chorus of people who have guitars they're relatively cheap. It all depends on what phase you want to go with. That was 3 effect puns in a row.
I noticed. For Americans, how are you broke? Trust me. Please delay the podcast to talk more about guitar puns. I think I managed to piss off PayPal because PayPal, while I have like $25 available in my PayPal balance, they are not letting me touch it.
Well, then you just need to amp up your savings.
I'm allowed $278. My balance is $253, and they're saying I have 0 available credit at the moment.
Well, I'm sure that the excessive like transactions probably reverberated with them.
Maybe. It's fine. I'm going to give it some time to cool off, let everything ease out, and it'll be fine.
Just limit your spending and compress everything down.
Well, no, I've got things not to hit. I've got things that aren't supposed to hit PayPal anymore. They're supposed to just go to my bank account. So it's fine. It's fine. It's just kind of one of those, oh, that's aggravating. All the guitar puns. You get like $70 to get a nice guitar. Okay, cool. That's $70 I don't have.
Well, you can pick up one for cheaper.
Yeah, I know. I've had one for cheaper. I had a first act.
The key thing is to at least get a chance to try it out with your hands first.
I might when I get some more things figured out, I might get a guitar then. But until then, I want to get all my finances stabilized. After that, then we'll worry about it.
All right, right on. Once you scale those back, we can get it taken care of.
Stop.
But
we're done with these jokes. So, anyone want to talk about the Nintendo's announcements?
I guess if
I have an acoustic 6-string, an electric 6-string, and a 4-string bass. Nice. I had 2 acoustic. I had a 3/4 scale acoustic, a full scale acoustic, and a full scale electric. I don't have any of them anymore. I lost them all when I moved, but that's what I used to have.
I have an acoustic, a 2/3 scale acoustic, a cheap acoustic that I have to work on. I have a humbucker electric, I have an Ibanez Geo that's a humbucker, a Fender Stratocaster with a humbucker as the bridge. I have a Daelectro 59 reissue, with a 12-string add-on, and Just a little cheapo Malibu Samick. And I'm missing some of them. I don't remember them all.
Vidas is sitting there saying, if I wouldn't buy Gamer Girl Monthly, which is $10 a month, and Loot Crate, which is $54 every 3 months, and Patreon for him, which is another $15 a month, that's about $50. I'd save up like $100 and get a guitar.
You can get them for $15.
Well, you know, if I just didn't support anyone on Patreon, that would unlock like $75 for me. It's actually
Fuck,
65.
then don't do that.
65 actually. I throw 50 at Bree, okay?
What the fuck? That's a lot of money.
But I like the reward tier.
Holy shit.
I like the reward tier.
Never buying a Venom for you again.
This is the first month I did that. I've not done that before. And
I can't get something to drink because I'm broke. Well, no shit, you're broke.
Well, okay. Look. Let me defend myself for a moment. Let me defend myself for at least a moment, okay?
I have to agree with Vidas here. What?
Let me defend myself for a brief moment. Let me have this second to do this, okay? I knew that it was going to come out on payday, and I knew we had a bonus coming, and I knew I had all this other stuff, and I thought the bonus was a lot bigger because everybody was saying it was a lot bigger. Everyone was talking about our bonus being a lot larger than it was, like almost double the size. And all of this other stuff, and so I felt fairly comfortable that everything was going to be okay. I felt fairly comfortable with this month, and I just didn't figure I was going to carry it on to the next month. Not at that size. And then, in the span of days, I find out I'm being garnished, and then no one says anything about our bonus going down until it goes down, and then all that happened. So my paycheck was a lot shorter than I expected it to be. I had everything planned out so it would work just fine. It just happens that everything up. Okay? There, I've defended myself.
What the fuck?
Wait, what those bronies did to you?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Everybody's like freaking out about that.
Well, yeah.
Look, as I said, with the way everything was planned out, everything should have been fine, and then it just turned out not being fine due to everything going south at the same time.
You should never put a bonus in your plans. Once it goes through, then you do stuff with it.
Well, hindsight's 20/20, and I fucked up. Okay. I'm more than willing to accept that one in my fuck up list. That's the first time I've ever thrown something out, going, "Hey, look, this ought to all work together," and then it just all fucked all at once.
I almost feel like I need to take my headphones back off or pull this back out again and scream some more.
Thank you. We can all scream about my stupidity mixed with misfortune.
I assume want to clip the mic. Rivet said it perfect. You should never spend money you don't have yet.
I know, okay? Shit happens. I'm sorry. It happens, okay? It's in the past. I get paid next week.
It's not in the past. It's a problem now.
It's already happened. I can't undo it, okay?
As much as I like Bree's content, I can never throw $50.
Do you know what the $50 tier is?
Probably something not worth $50. I assure you that.
Mind you, admittedly, I'm probably not going to give 50. I'm almost guaranteed not to give 50 next cycle, just because I don't know. This one was tied up with the bonus, and so I felt more comfortable with it. But it's the highest rank in the server. Join Patreon live stream voice chat. So whenever she's live streaming, doing the Patreon live stream, you get to be in on the voice chat. Sit in on recordings whenever she's recording. Not all recordings, but some recordings she'll allow people to sit in and just you'll be muted. Name featured in text at the end of the videos. Stickers. What else was it? Access to the private voice channel where her and her friends hang out because the public ones are too crowded. Stuff like that. It's just a lot of access to stuff like that. It was a lot of cool stuff, and I was just trying to help out. So okay, and I had everything figured out. Okay, I had everything figured out, but yeah, it was. Trust me, I know. It was
$50 fucking dollars.
I know. Okay?
$50 to sit in on someone playing a video game.
Trust me, it's the one thing that happened this month that when everything else went down, I went, oh, because I didn't get a chance to get to it to cancel it in time. I was actually that day, Patreon had rejected the payment first. I'm like, okay, cool. And I was hurrying up to go ahead and fix everything up so I could get to my computer and get that downsized to probably back down to the 5 or the something. Mm-hmm. And then it pushed the second time, and it shouldn't have let it through the second time, but it did because it's like, oh, there's money there now, even though it was going through PayPal, and PayPal was frozen at the time. I think it was when I paid PayPal, then suddenly everything else opened up the floodgates for PayPal, and I should have held off paying PayPal what I owed them for my credit until after I had taken care of everything else, because then it wouldn't have been an issue.
I'm going to dislike this podcast now.
Don't!
Click.
God damn it.
Oh, there's 2 now.
No. I'm done, okay?
Oh my god.
I know, for shame. Shame me. Shame me. Everyone, just scream how stupid I am. Go ahead.
We fucking will.
I
Go
ahead. Go ahead. I don't care. Shit's. I can't do anything about it now, so it's whatever.
I would be fighting for that $50 back. Also, Vitas, sure, why not?
Well, admittedly, if it wasn't for the fact that Grandma had me pick something up for her, if it wasn't for the fact she asked me to pick up milk and all that, I had everything planned out. I was fine. I had cash. I had everything figured out. I hadn't had to ask for anything up until she's like, hey, get milk. Hey, get this. Hey, get that. And not send anything. And I had to do it out of mine. That's when I had an issue. I had everything planned out. I had everything set to, it wasn't going to be the most comfortable. I was going to make it to payday. I had it budgeted. So don't think that I was like going to run around and scream, oh, I need help. No, I had it figured out.
You shouldn't budget stuff that you don't have yet.
It's too late. Next topic, okay?
No. You brought this up.
Ow. That hurt.
Good job.
Gives me like $100 a month. No. I wouldn't up mine any higher. I really wouldn't up mine any higher. Her next one is $100 a month, and literally the only benefit for getting for doing the $100 a month is permission to body act whenever they do machinimas. Which when do they ever do machinimas? And a videogram each month, and a terrible art painted by herself and Robin sent with the stickers, and that's not worth the extra $50.
Oh my god.
Now, if that body act was also voice act in the machinimas, and I knew for a fact that we were going to be doing more, I might try and figure out a way to do that. But mind you, that'd be figuring out a way.
It's two people recording things on a computer. Okay, I'll open up right here. I have thrown $100 at somebody before, but that's only because all the proceeds went to charity. And once we got to 1,000, the guy was going to shave his head. So it was worth it to me.
Well, I mean,
I gave it to charity.
Well, mind you, I don't have any issues with the stuff that I got from it, and I'm not at all displeased with any of that. The only issue I ran into is I was going to be completely fine this month, 100% fine this month, until my picking up in the morning wasn't just going to be eggs, bread, and salsa. It was the other stuff. The other stuff is where I crossed my line on, oh, I'm no longer in my okay zone. I had everything fine.
I'm actually getting a headache from it.
Stop. Seriously. For once, I actually had my pay period under control, and it wasn't something else. Like all the other times when there's issues, it's not been stuff like that. This time, like, oh yes, there was something stupid. I had everything figured out and planned. I was going to be fine. I was going to be 100% fine. Okay? I was actually covered. I was good. For once, I actually had everything budgeted out fairly well with what I had left. It was just... And even then, I'm still fine. I've got everything I need for food.
This podcast is ruined.
Yeah, whatever. It'd be worth it to make her have a painting every... Big smile I threw was somebody was $30 for Doom for Jay when Jay was in a bad mood after the breakup, and which I do thank you for that, and you know, I really do thank you for that. That was an interesting day, but
and that what I find the most ridiculous about this is that she has her surgery in what, 2 weeks?
I know.
So you pick the 1 month.
Oh no! Trust me, that part is entirely its own. Okay.
Yeah, you pick the 1 month where
I signed
she's
up.
Guaranteed.
I signed up for this way before any of that was actually announced, because I was actually talking with her in the Discord, in the Patreon Discord, and all that stuff. And they were the biggest thing was it had to do with the concern they were having and the way that the money had gone down, you know, how much their income had gone down, and all of this other stuff. And I was just like, well, I've got this, I should be okay. And it's this just one time, this one time, and all this other stuff. So I was like, whatever, it'll be fine. As I said, it would have been 100% fine.
It would have been.
Would have been 100% fine.
Would have been.
Oh well.
This I won't forget this moment. If this
Go ahead. I don't care.
I'm actually getting a drawing tablet tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be the first thing I animate.
Okay. Okay.
So what's another topic we can talk about?
Nintendo Direct.
Pokemon Direct.
Whatever.
It's not even a Nintendo Direct. It's a Pokemon Direct. Have you seen it?
I've read all the stuff on it. I haven't watched any of it, but I read up a lot of stuff on it. And I also read the thing where they talked about the stuff that they got wrong, like the whole fact of the Pokemon thing.
the Pokemon thing.
They got something wrong with that. It's not coming to this. All right. So Jay, since you now learned from this situation, will you cancel some of those donations, save money, and buy a guitar? No.
Okay, we're not getting off the topic yet.
Well, no. I just looked over and read that, but no. What was the update story? I know that there was a lot of people. It was the Ultra Sun and Moon that was only for the 3DS. People had hopes that it was going to be coming. Yeah.
They were wanting it on the Switch because they finally wanted a decent Pokemon game to run on hardware that's actually capable of running it. Because obviously Sun and Moon struggle on 3DS.
Yeah.
But no, they're just re-releasing it on the 3DS with a few extra additions. Solgaleo and Lunala look stupid. They have this weird black armor now. This Pokemon Direct was actually kind of disappointing.
A lot of people said it was disappointing.
I mean, there's going to be an updated version of Pokken Tournament, which got mixed to positive reviews, not great reviews. And then also obviously Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, which not only have really bad names, but they're also releasing it on the hardware that it initially was on, which it almost seems like they're trying to milk as much 3DS potential as possible. And yes, the black armor does look stupid. It's not racist because it's armor. And also, Virtual Console is getting Pokemon Gold and Silver, not Crystal though. 2/3 of the second generation are coming to the Virtual Console. But
yeah, Ultra Sun and Moon are not coming to the Switch, which was a listing error.
Mm-hmm. There was also a listing error saying its release date, and then they redacted that immediately too. But for the most part, it's stuck. I'm super excited to finally have Silver and Gold on a console, not really a console, but Virtual Console, because those are my favorite games, mostly because of the aesthetic of it, and not so much the gameplay because it was kind of meh. I'll obviously buy Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon, but we were expecting a lot more.
Well,
and also Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are. I still haven't completed Alpha Sapphire.
What?
I also never completed Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, so me completing this one slow is not surprising. That's what we'll have. Well, we know some of the differences so far. There's some different aesthetic differences. Now, the flowers are in bloom when before they were, not in bloom at the beginning of the game. And also, there's some different things that are flying around and all that. So far, all we've seen are visual differences. The character customization also gets a few more upgrades, and for some reason, Necrozma are basically taking over Lunala and Solgaleo. We don't entirely know anything yet, except that it's going to be on the 3DS, and there's a trailer for it, and there's a few little bits and pieces here and there that are different.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of. It was definitely underwhelming.
Well, first of all, Rivet. I find it funny that you mentioned that because there is something that didn't make sense translating Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Why is the one gym leader all of a sudden darker in complexion? There's a gym leader called Brawley, I think it is. And actually, there is an idea behind it, because in the game, crap, who is it? How mentions that he has a brother that lives in shit, I can't remember where Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald take place in. It's not Hoenn. I feel bad now. But the idea is that he's gonna go to wherever Gen 3 takes place and like be there. I don't know, there's some kind of fucking story they're trying to come up with. But Vitus. Aesthetics will sell because Pokemon's been the same game over and over again for the last 20 years. Oh, so it is Hoenn. Okay. Oh, Vitus is throwing some shade at you.
I saw. I saw.
I'm not judging. It's funny to me now. Well, Ruby and Sapphire are obviously the older ones too, so they're going to update some things to make it seem more interesting, like the whole Rayquaza and space thing.
Yeah.
But no, are you excited for the updates, Jay?
I'm interested in seeing them come out. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm super excited for Gold and Silver, but
yeah,
I want there to be more than just a second coming of Gen 7.
Yeah, I agree.
On the same hardware.
Can't they just make it? Oh, that's the part that really confuses me. It's like a year and a half later.
Year and a half.
Wait, no. Fuck.
No, the game came out like last year.
Sorry. So yeah, it's a year ago.
But like it, I was listening to Blunty 3000 talk about it, and
was he really blunt?
He's called Blunty because weed, but the funny thing that he mentioned that I like completely disagreed with, but then after a while it was like, maybe he's kind of right. Maybe they're just milking the 3DS at the very end of its life cycle as much as they can. Just slightly updating slightly updating an older game just to try and make it seem a little more new and a little less cliche. Kids will throw another $40 at it, and then they end the run.
Well, I mean, at the same point in time, we are talking about Pokemon, and Pokemon is one of Nintendo's most lucrative franchises.
Yeah.
So anything they can do to milk, especially with everything else, if you think about it, Nintendo didn't expect the Switch to be such the smash hit it's been. So they could have had all this stuff in the plannings, because most games are months or years in development. They could have had a lot of this in planning to recoup costs from the Switch if the Switch didn't go well, and then they just we've got all this work into it, let's not waste it.
Oh, so basically compensating to try and not have another Wii U issue.
Yes. If you make sure that something that sells really well, hence the whole fact that they launched the Zelda, Breath of the Wild on both systems, and it was a launch title. They're doing anything they can to prevent too many losses on something they weren't sure about, because they didn't know how the Switch would do. The Switch was definitely, you look at a lot of stuff with the Switch is supposed to have an online service that's going to cost $20 a year to use. But it's not due out for another year. It wasn't ready. This was a soft launch. This was
Right.
to see how everything was going to go, and if it went well, they'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to blast out and lose a whole bunch of money like they did with the Wii U.
Which
So
was
yeah,
embarrassing.
exactly. So they very well could be using Pokemon as something they know will sell and they know will do good enough if they can just put enough things in there, package enough cool little ribbons around it to make it nice and shiny so people want to buy it. That'll sell and that'll help cover some of their costs in the end and allow them money. And Pokemon Company is not going to turn down a chance to make more money anyways.
But I want to go back to Kanto in Gen 7.
I wish they'd done something like that, like done an earlier generation. Even
Well, actually, there are hints of that.
well, yeah, but it's
Because in the sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
go ahead.
In the Pokemon Direct, the presentation is done in this like a room with all the Pokemon boxes on the back, except Diamond and Pearl are missing. So they might be making a remake of Gen 4.
That would be nice.
Mm-hmm. So I won't say they haven't done it yet, obviously, but they may be gearing up to have that on the Switch, maybe.
Well, even if they'd done a remake of X and Y, which is still the same system, but even if they'd done a remake of X and Y, it would have at least been an older game, not something that this is barely that old. No, we're talking about something that would actually have some age behind it.
How long until they start remaking Gen 1 again? And then they'll just have like a trio of them bouncing?
Oh god, remake Gen 1 again.
That's bound to happen. Oh, and
It
also
is.
Rivet, you mentioned alternate universes like a bit back. Alternate universes are definitely a part of Pokemon. Like big time. I mean, because heck, that's almost the entirety of Gen 7 storyline.
I want Nintendo to release a massive Pokemon game with all the generations and all the regions are available to you. And you can pick which one to start in. That would have to be a Switch game. That would have to be a console that would not work on. I could not see that working on mobile. That would be really cool, though.
I don't think I'd want that.
Well, imagine you could, or even if you don't get to pick your own region, maybe make it go. Okay, you start Gen 1. And you go everything through Gen 1, and when you get to the end of Gen 1, you go right on to Gen 2. And maybe have the game make you take some of your higher level Pokemon and shelve them and start back fresh. And then you can have those higher level Pokemon as you get back up there. Like do the whole thing with the gym badges where you have to have them under a certain thing. You get a brand new starter with each area. But you'll be able to carry everyone over, have a more extensive thing. You can have a story that could weave through all of the generations with that, but you could have it go from point A to just go boom, 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 like almost like Ash kind of does in the anime.
Well, yeah,
and just
but
throw that on a console, you'd have hundreds of hours of gameplay. And
but that would. The only thing is, though, that would. The amount of development time that would take would make it so that they would either have to release it on a weaker console because it would take an entire cycle to make a 7-generation long game. Because you're saying that it would be like maybe 100 hours. When Pokemon games have enough gaming content, it would probably be closer to 150 or 200. They'd have to code all of that into one specific like set, and I don't see even how that would be possible without it taking forever.
if they were to put a large enough development team behind it.
Well, see, and that's the thing. Nintendo likes to do everything on the cheap.
They do. This would require them to do a little bit more work, but it would definitely have a big payout.
See, I don't think I'd even.
If they did, imagine the sales they would have. See?
If they, I wouldn't buy it. Like, because that doesn't interest me. Part of my enjoyment of the Pokemon series is the storyline and how like that one region is. If you try to combine all the regions and have like fillers in between or have specific rules, it throws too many things in the formula, if you ask me.
No, I'm joking.
I mean, no one played the Baby Cup with their game cartridge in Pokemon Stadium 2 because no one liked playing with nothing but baby Pokemon. So why would you enforce that in a game where the entire point is to level up teams? I mean, that's just me.
I don't know. It'd still be kind of I don't know. I think it'd be interesting. Sounds like the biggest problem for you would be the story writing. Yeah, if they could figure out a way to do the story and make everything come together.
Well, it's a combination of the story writing and how much they would have to put in to limit the player because you can only level Pokemon to level 100. And basically, you can do that in a region and a half alone. So either you create stipulations that force you to go further down, like Jay said, or you run into a big issue where you have to either raise the cap or you have to let Pokemon entirely, for the sake of the pun, I'll acknowledge it now, go. And, basically make it like a Magikarp jump, where once it hits a certain level and becomes useless, you don't need it anymore and treat it like Monster Rancher.
Shelve those Pokemon forever. Or actually, there'd be a way to do that. Have it be like, okay, whenever you're done in region 1 and you want to move on to region 2, you have to leave all of your Pokemon behind. All of them get left behind at like whatever. All of them stay here, and you start fresh in your next region. When you've completed that next region 100%, you can shelve your Pokemon there, or for just those 2 regions that are complete, you have access to both regions worth of Pokemon. It'd give you an incentive to get to the end game, but at the same point in time, would give you some satisfaction of resetting. And you could just do that for each section. Shelve everything before, with Magikarp, they're all corralled over here, not really let go, but just over here. But instead of completely getting rid of them for people who just have an inability to detach, have it be something that unlocks, like when you've beaten the Elite Four, you've unlocked your previous region Pokemon.
I really don't like that idea. I really don't.
I think it'd be
because then it gives you virtually no point to continue playing. When you think about it, in the grand scheme of things, you played the entire first game just so you go to the second one and start completely fresh. Then when you do the second one, you do the same with the third. But you can go back and battle everyone else with 4,000 different Pokemon at level 100.
You just have to muddle everything with your logic.
From a gameplay standpoint, that does not seem like it would be a good idea. And it would deter a lot of fans to basically say, yeah, that Dragonite that you leveled up? You can't take it to this region.
A region lock Pokemon. And maybe have some kind of ban on taking Pokemon to other regions.
And Vitus does have a point. Nintendo will keep bringing the old games back because emulating the old ROMs is so much cheaper and easier than trying to expand an entire universe and try to find a way to draw together all these regions, especially since they're all based on real life. So they'd have to somehow get Japan, America, Paris, Hawaii, which is part of America, I understand, but it's obviously not directly part of America. And where does Hoenn take place? Or not Hoenn, Hoenn. Where does Hoenn take place? But it's all based. My voice cracked. It's all based on like the entirety of the world, and everything's based on like a certain section of the world. And it would be weird seeing them try to branch all that together. Branch all together. That doesn't make sense, but whatever. You know what I mean. What if you have to complete all regions each time fresh to catch them all and use the that would actually give a decent thing. You know, that would give an end game, but most people, if there's anything I've learned from this last region, and Jay, you can agree with this, it's that people weren't enthralled enough to complete the game. I mean, a lot of the like super duper big Pokemon fans were able to complete the game, but there were a lot of people who bought it and didn't complete it. I'm the only one at work who beat it. And like there's 8 of us, I think.
Where the fuck even is my DS?
See?
There's my charger. Is it still on the? It is. It is on the charger back here. Still paused from the last time I played it. For me, a lot of it is less the fact of not being enthralled as much as the fact of being busy. For me, a lot of it is for me, it's hard to find time to play it when I'm trying to work on other things. And that's what throws me out of playing it as much as I want to, is I'm busy.
The game's almost been out for an entire year.
I didn't have it until like months in.
Yes, but
I know.
But what I'm saying is, like, you're only one person out of all this.
I feel bad.
Don't feel bad, even though
I'm gonna go commit Sudoku.
Don't feel bad, even though you did say that you were gonna beat it.
I will beat it.
Scott's the closest one to beating it now.
I'll get past him. Just don't ask when. It makes me feel even worse.
See, my only thing is I do not like the idea of Minecraft with Pokemon. You know, where you can just keep going and going and going, and more Pokemon will come by, because so many Pokemon are spread throughout the entire regional sections. But I want to see a game that could possibly combine 2 regions again. You know, like, I don't know, fuck it. Let's make an entire Pokemon game based on the Midwest, and then you fly to Unova. Or, you know, it was hinted that Kanto was such a big part of the storyline Gen 7. How about Alola to Kanto? Like, there's a few ways you could do it. It's just, I don't know about all 7 generations. And more, because there's going to be more. And also, I don't like the idea of having to play Pokemon 7 times to beat a game. Especially when I could just play all the separate games. There's 7 regions. Because there's 7 generations. Rivet.
Yeah.
Because you have Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Unova, Kalos, and Alola. Yeah. And there's even more if you want to count the XD, Gala, you know, all the console games. And that's a lot of regions. Imagine going to the Pokemon trading card game island and just jumping in there and saying, hey, I'm here to play a card game. And then they just throw the entire card game in there too. Fuck it. Let's get Puzzle League in there too. Play some Tetris Attack in the middle of it. But no, I don't like the idea of having a multi-generational split level Pokemon game. See, everyone forgets about Sinnoh Rivet. But geez, this isn't all the stuff that I was going to talk about. I actually have a question for you about Pika Mans. What are your thoughts of them not having Pokemon Crystal out? Even though, if I remember correctly, you said that you really liked Crystal.
I did really like Crystal, and I don't know. I think Crystal was one of those that did kind of fall to the wayside entirely because I think less people liked Crystal than I would have expected because I really like Crystal.
Well, yeah, but it's the definitive Gen 2 game though, because it had all the updates and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
It's just strange that they would leave it out. I mean, especially since they brought Yellow to the consoles. They brought Red, Blue, and Yellow, and now they're just going to bring Gold and Silver. What's that crap?
It's kind of weird that they're skipping the middle ones.
But that's the only one.
Weird. Maybe they have a plan for it?
That's probably what they're remaking. They're going to remake Crystal and release it on the Switch.
It actually would be nice, but I doubt it.
Like, I really liked Crystal, and I would love to try and beat it, but I gave it away for a Game Shark disc like 16 years ago. Bad move on my part. Pokemon Zirconium, a Crystal remake. Pokemon Quartz.
Oh, gosh. No. No. No.
Yes. Why not? Boba Fett. Beat you to it. But anyway. That's really all I have to say about Pokemon. Like, if you want to add something, Jay, or if the chat wants to keep the Pokeball rolling.
No, I'm good.
I should start a Pokemon channel.
You could play Pokemon Go every day.
I don't play it every day, though. However, I'm going to check to see what's out there right now.
I should do.
If there's a Dunsparce by your house again, I'm going to drive there. You know it. We're going to release Pokemon, and you start out with every Pokemon imaginable.
Pokego. I don't know what to say about Pokemon games. There's too many Pokemans. This time it has the Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn, and even more Mega Evolutions.
I can talk about Pokemon for an entire podcast, but Pokemon is Pokemon up there with Kirby, Smash Brothers, and shit, I'm missing one. There's another game that's a part of this. They were my childhood. And I think one of the best things, like, of that childhood was... Oh. Rivet was sad when Pokemon Go released without Umbreon. But now they have it. But, like, just the fact that you could go through and you could play Pokemon a second, third, fourth time, it could basically be a different experience every single time. When you're a kid and you spend all your money on AA batteries because all you have is a Game Boy Color that eats them, you're okay with playing a game multiple times.
I have like 5 EVs I'm wanting to evolve.
So why don't you evolve them, Rivet?
Yeah. Just do the names.
Yeah, Tomao. The Game Boy Color was awful with batteries, but it was not nearly as bad as the original Game Boy.
Yeah, I think my favorite Game Boy though was the SP.
Mine was the Pocket.
I fondly remember the Advance, but oh my gosh, the SP.
Is the GBA technically should they count as the same?
Well, I mean, they were the same, but the SP was rechargeable battery and more streamlined.
Well, no, I meant Game Boy and Game Boy Advance.
Oh.
It is kind of the Super Nintendo to the Nintendo. I mean,
by the way, I threw something in the chat in the Hangout chat for a question on whether or not you want to talk about it or not.
Well, I have nothing to add to it, so we can talk about it.
Okay, so there was the internet has been taken heavily by storm by the fact that two people are two people across the internet are taking I don't even know how to explain this. There are people who are very, 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 very opposites on their viewpoints, I guess, or at least you would think so. Chris Raygun and Lacey Green are apparently dating. And the holy cow, the radical SJW feminists are shook. There's Twitter.
They have to almost check their privilege with that one.
Oh, I've been reading it on Twitter here lately. It's been very amusing, just the amount of shade everyone's throwing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And like Chris lately has been just like trying to defend jokes he makes because of the fact that they constantly oh, if you don't know who Chris Green Lazy is, wait, I don't even know what else. Chris Green Lazy.
That's a terrible pet name. Chris Green Lazy.
Hold on. I'm gonna send you to Chris's channel. You can find Lacey. She's easy. Well, I guess they're both easy. You can just type in their names.
Oh, Lacey Green is super easy to find.
Yeah, you just look.
But it makes you wonder, like, because she recently had a turn. I'm sure that Chris Raygun had some influence on it, or vice versa. Her turn led to her dating Chris Raygun. It depends. But
you could say that he may have turned her on to some logical thinking.
But it just makes you wonder, is she gonna start like shaving her armpits and stuff now? Or is that something that he finds attractive? I love making this shit awkward.
You're good at it.
I'm good at a lot of things, and that's one of them.
Oh, Rivet had a pocket.
We made fun of Jay spending $50 a month, and Bria makes his trans mockers. So we need to recheck our privilege. You're making fun of my financial standing? That's transphobic.
I'm trans financial.
Apparently. Throwing money all over the place. Oh, you're like Chris Pratt in that one movie about the raccoon. I got it. Ha.
Yeah, good job. Good job. Good job. And I'm okay because I'm trans too. Yeah, she can bully me. She has privilege to bully me.
Well, fine. I'll just sit here and wait then.
Yeah, you cis scum.
Bully a rivet. Okay, I'm sorry. That could be.
No. The true way to allow Rivet to bully would be to toss a hangout link so Rivet could hop in and just immediately, tear me to shreds. Don't bully me. I'll cry.
I can throw the link in there.
Don't you dare throw it in chat because anyone who shows up can join then.
Who's gonna show up? It's Vitus and Rivet. Vitus won't click on it because he doesn't want to.
If you post it, I'll let it sit there.
What are you gonna do? Ban me?
No, I'll let it sit there for an appropriate amount of time and then I'll delete it, so it's not just sitting there.
I'll just post it in the Ding Dong server.
No, the only thing worse than posting it there would be posting it in fucking bearings.
Okay, I can do that too.
Fucking hell. We'd get our highest amount of traffic ever.
And you'd leave.
I wouldn't leave. I would just do this. And I would also quickly go into the description and remove my channel from the links.
You'd be fine.
As I said, you do whatever the fuck you want. You have to deal with this as much as me. I could transfer days, so I won't. That's not how that works.
Oh God,
That's not how it works.
Look, it's Pride Month. Don't make jokes like that.
That's not how it works at all.
Also, what's with America having a month for everything?
I don't know. But no, seriously, if you ever want to throw the link to this, either the link to the channel or whatever, anywhere, I don't fucking care. Just realize that you're going to have to deal with the same consequences.
It's okay, Jay. If there's anything that YouTube has let us know, it's that they love the LGBT community.
Okay.
Like having a party in your ear? Like, what's going on there?
My ears started ringing. Americans just have excuses to get drunk. Hey, I don't get drunk that often.
I've never been drunk in my life. Okay, well, there was one time, but that...
I've been drunk one time. Other than that, when I drink, I only drink to get tipsy, not drunk. I don't want to get drunk.
I got shit-faced on a cake once. But I don't plan on doing it ever again because it was pretty bad. I didn't like it.
Oh no, I don't like being drunk. Being drunk one time is enough. Was it? Yeah.
Well, I didn't know.
Let's not talk about that one.
I didn't know it was supposed to be a thing. Like with mine. Hey, this chocolate cake has rum in it. I didn't know it was going to have enough to make me, like, completely drunk for a day. Shit. That's insane, Rivet. Don't drink entire bottles of vodka on the live stream. That's a bad meme. That's a bad meme.
Yeah, I legitimately, if I think I'm actually getting drunk, if I think I'm going past.
If I think I'm going past that time, and I know I need to stop.
If I think I'm going past tipsy, if I think I'm going past the early stages, I actually will have a panic attack and freak out. I don't like it. In fact, the last time I got that close, I hyperventilated, threw up, and I got sober really quick because I freaked out, hyperventilated, and then threw up.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
It isn't. There's a reason I don't drink that much.
But Don't fall. Don't fall. I mean, you could go get some kombucha. It has a little bit of alcohol in it.
Well, I drink a little bit here and there, and it's fine. I don't get drunk.
Basically that much. Are you a dog?
But yeah.
You look like Tangla's distant cousin. Get down. You're gonna get tangled up in the headphone wire again.
I'm not sure if we have much else to talk about. Really.
Chris Ray Green wasn't necessarily.
It's just been kind of interesting seeing that whole thing. He's made a video. I need to finish watching it. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I have no issues with it, obviously. It's kind of like, oh, that's cute. But everyone's flipping out over it. It's hilarious. Like the people on Chris's side are just like, oh, cool, good job, Chris. And then the people who on the side that she used to be on or is on technically are all like raising up pitchforks and setting fires and blowing things up. Not literally, but you know what I mean.
Well, basically. And also, Rivet, don't drink. Or, well, drink all you want. Just don't get drunk.
Yeah.
It's never a good idea to not have control of yourself.
Exactly. That's why I don't do it. That's why I don't get drunk.
Oh, and also, so many people in my family are alcoholic or recovering alcoholics. I don't want to do anything like that. That's too much burden on my shoulders.
I'm a recovering. Not good. And I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to make that joke. It was going to be bad.
Oh no, go for it.
Oh.
It's just a podcast.
Oh.
It's a podcast.
Oh yeah, Steam is closing Greenlight and allowing people to pay. It's a $100 licensing fee to get your games on Steam now.
But we talked about this like months ago.
Yeah, but they're actually doing it now. Then they have the amount for the fee actually known now.
That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really like it when these companies do things that actually impact the entire like community that they're built around. That's everyone loves that.
So yeah, they're closing Greenlight and allowing you to pay directly to get it instead. Rip indie devs. Yeah, it's $100. $100 now. It could be more. Oh, are you laughing at the joke I typed in?
It's that joke is. Say that one out loud to the class. Don't. That's a silly meme.
It is a silly meme.
Oh, now you're going all Blair White on it. Okay.
Oh no! Ow! Oh no! Ow! Oh no! Ow! Oh no! No! Ow! Ooh! Ow! No! Ow! Ooh! Ow! My nose! Oh no! Ow!
Ow! Ooh! Ow! No! Ow. I don't know what just fucking happened. Okay. Okay, Vita says, well, now I'll just pay $100 and I'll upload any bullshit game I got, and I'll earn at least $400 with any game on Steam. That's like a gold pot now on Steam. That's a shame. It's really a shame.
Yeah, well, Greenlight wasn't keeping the trash out, so.
There was some rough stuff on Greenlight.
Well, you could pay and use bots and other services and all these other things to get your games greenlit by basically There's various different ways to do it where you could just get a bunch of fake votes,
Mm-hmm.
and boom, your stuff is greenlit. Just don't try to sue the players like oh yeah. Digital homicide. Oh, digital suicide. Digital homicide committed digital suicide. Crap, now I'm getting sued. Too late. I'm already being garnished. Fuck you. Anyways.
If you throw all your money at Patreon, then you won't have to worry about anyone taking your money.
Joke's on you that they take it before it gets into your account, so fuck you. I won't make those bullshit games, but people will be able to do that. Yes, they will.
I'm just saying that you have a tendency of throwing money in places. Hey, Jay. Welcome to the roast. You know, most guns, you pull a trigger this way. I don't know if pulling the top of it's going to help.
Shit, they're going to sue you for $10 million for mentioning them in a bad light. Oh, fuck no. What am I going to do? Oh, no.
Digital homicide, more like digital dumb.
More like if you buy their games, you know way you're getting laid.
I don't think it would be laid by anyone named Digital Homicide.
I think once Steam realizes that people can do that shitty game businesses, they will raise the fee. No, they actually were talking about the fact that on top of everything, they're going to police the stuff. So if you've got trash coming in like that, then they're going to just remove it.
Oh, yeah, because if things like YouTube and Facebook have let us know that works, you know, just taking down things whenever they're offensive or crappy, then we know that this new Steam Direct is going to be just fine.
Well, yeah, especially since I play Pokemon Go every day.
Why are you speaking in Cancer?
Digit dumbicide? Well, yeah, essentially. Essentially, they're not wrong.
They're stupid. That's offensive.
Froggy. Froggy. God damn it. God damn it, the beaver stage. Shut up. Don't shut up. We need you to talk.
I'm on a podcast. I'm not going to do that. Well, I might next time now.
Oh, fuck.
What if I make trash like Gentle Moon 3 and I think it's good and funny, but people think it's trash? Will they take it out? Yes, that's part of the problem that I was talking about.
You want to talk about guitars again? No.
I'll talk forever about guitars.
Well, the problem is we're at an hour and 48. That's the reason I say no.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
Your face is... Never mind.
Well, you know what? Maybe I want my face to be bullshit, huh? I'm gonna go to our local beauty market and get henna and bullshit mask. Apply it on my face like some kind of warlord, and then you'll see how soft and supple my face is after sitting in bullshit.
I love how they tried to sue Jim Sterling for the time he spent researching law because he wouldn't hire an attorney for his own case. It's actually hilarious. And it sounds like something that Jim fucking Sterling would do.
Is that his real middle name?
You have to say Jim fucking Sterling, son.
I'm not your son.
Come on.
Look.
Now, little Jimmy, go, say Jim fucking Sterling.
No, Mom.
That's it. No potatoes for you.
You want to eat your fucking potatoes anyway.
How dare you talk about Jim Sterling in front of me? What, are you triggered because he gave you a bad review? When Random gets worrying, Jim Sterling hired a lawyer like an actual sane person. Yeah, the one guy did his own, or the one guy researched law to sue Sterling, and Sterling instead hired someone. Sorry, I got that backwards. I remember that now. The guy was trying to defend himself and was trying to do everything, do all the law, well, not law, defend himself. He was trying to sue and was trying to perform all of these legal actions without a lawyer. And Jim Sterling's like, oh, fuck that, and got a lawyer.
Smart. Very, very smart.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is, actually, no, but I'll pretend to be butthurt just for the sake of a joke. Well, good. Be butthurt about Jim fucking Sterling, son.
This isn't your son either.
Stop it.
And also, who cares if Jim fucks Sterling? It's 2017.
Don't make me boob you on the snoodle.
Get that Confederate flag out of your eyes, and realize that guys can like guys too. You're not my mommy.
God damn it.
I mean, unless you want Jay to be your mommy. Just think, you can have a son who is part of game development. That's something that you want to do.
We need to wrap this up. It's 7:41 and I gotta cook dinner.
Fine. It's not like I have to put a desk
late.
together anyway.
We started late. Holy cow. In a room? Yeah.
It's
insert current year. That's the perfect argument. Oh my gosh.
Look, I'm going to treat this like an SJW. It's only a problem unless I need to use it for something that I need to prove.
My gosh.
Okay, so if we're gonna hang this up, the outro starts with you.
Oh, Allie's asleep. Wow. All right. So thank you all so much for tuning into the podcast. I have been ArticJay. You can find me on YouTube at ArticJay. Link in the description. You can find me on Twitter at ArticJay, and all of my other socials are linked on my YouTube channel.
You have this down to a science now.
Yes, I do.
Vitus, I can elaborate on that, but we'll have to do it next time, or I'll do it on Messenger.
Whoa. When did you can do that after you do your outro really quick.
It's not a really quick. That's the problem. Okay, let's make this as offensive as possible. Hey everybody, my name is Lazrpo, and you can find me at youtube.com/Lazrpo, or you can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/StickyTreason. That's STICKY_TREASON. So bye-bye. I have a feeling that wasn't very good for you.
All right, and I'm done. I'm done with you. I'm done with you today. And this has been.
I'm sorry, Rivet. I didn't mean for that to be as bad as it was.
A better girl worse than me.
I've already gotten a lot of flack from Jay because of that.
No. The biggest flack I give you is for the longest time, even now. I swear there are times where you're mocking me and making fun of me because I'll be trying really hard and then you'll just suddenly just do it because I'm like focusing on it and I'm thinking about it, and then you do that and it immediately wrecks my train of thought because it's like, oh, you're making fun of me now.
Are you forgetting the day that you told me that you were jealous of it?
Anyways,
Look, I'm sorry, okay?
Anyways, this has been the Three Nerd Podcast. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a lot of fun. You can follow us on Twitter at the Three Nerd Cast, and you can subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, definitely check back next Wednesday for more nerdy content and more whatever, and maybe not for 45 minutes of guitar talk.
I'm totally okay with us talking about guitar anytime. All right?
I know you are.
Look at these fingers. Look at them. I could do so much with those fingers.
Oh yes, I bet you can do so much with those fingers, but those. Anyways.
Anyways.
What do those fingers do? They do this.
Until next time, you all have fun. We'll see you next time.
What is that?
Sorry. I think I'm gonna die just trying to do this.
Hello?
Oh, you're killing me. All right. Bye, everyone.